5 insane theories about relevance of White Hart appearance to Rhaenyra, explored. Before we begin, beware of dragon-sized spoilers that are coming up ahead. Therefore, stay here at your own risk or fly away. The third episode of House of the Dragon opens with the crab feeder going about his daily business, but the focus shifts to the king and his excitement about their celebration of Prince Aegon's second name day. Great King Viserys almost always proves he's a watered-down Targaryen, a wishy-washy king who gives some meaning to the word weak. Despite naming Rhaenyra the Princess of Dragonstone and heir to the throne, he never did anything to dispel the rumors that started after the birth of Prince Aegon from his second wife, Alicent Hightower. And these rumors started bearing more weight when, during the hunt, the king learns from Otto Hightower that a White Hart had been sighted in the woods. But Viserys doesn't find the White Hart, and on the contrary, the magnificent beast presents itself to Rhaenyra. Although it may feel like a trivial plot point of the episode, it has far greater significance and meaning. White Harts are celebrated animals in Westeros, beings that signify nobility and wisdom. In this video, we will explore everything you need to know about the creature and the relevance of Rhaenyra encountering it. Let's begin, shall we? Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Significance of the White Hart in real-world mythology. Across the world, in every land where the deer roams, the mature male white deer or stag is given several symbolisms. To understand the value and significance of a White Hart or stag in the mythology that George R.R. Martin created, it is important to learn what exactly the White Hart signified in Celtic and Middle Age England. Throughout the Celtic mythology and folklore, we find that a normal stag represented virile male strength and sovereignty, but a White Hart symbolized wisdom, glory, and nobility. Furthermore, the stag's spreading antlers were believed to represent the spread of the wood itself. But in the show, the White Hart was not killed by anyone, but was only sighted by Rhaenyra. So, what does the Celtic heraldry and folklore have to say about a White Hart's appearance or sighting? Well, as I already told you, the White Hart is a symbol of wisdom, and its appearance denotes the commencement of extraordinary quests in search of this wisdom. As the White Harts are difficult to spot and dwell in deep woods, people believe that the creature's dwelling place was where the otherworld started. It was not before long that White Harts gained a magical connotation, and finding these fairy creatures in the depths of the woods signified that the quest of a noble for otherworldly and spiritual knowledge has come to an end. In fact, according to the Arthurian legends, not only the Knights of the Round Table, but King Arthur himself went on hunts to capture a white stag, but never succeeded. But why is a white stag so difficult to catch? Well, the short answer is that they are few in number. But according to the legends, a white stag will only present itself in the company of men when men are ready to understand and accept the secrets about the unknown and the unseen. So, essentially, the White Hart is more about the journey than the destination. And Martin was heavily inspired by the medieval era legends and historical events. It is no surprise that the myth of the White Hart also found its way into the world he created. Kings of Westeros often found themselves chasing this magnificent beast throughout the enchanted woods, only to be cheated of their quarry. But Rhaenyra, whom the White Hart found, was not a king. Significance of the King of the Kingswood. In the third episode of House of the Dragon, the chief huntsman of the House Targaryen rightly pointed out, before the dragons, White Hart was the symbol of royalty in these lands. Quite obviously, after Aegon Targaryen annexed the Seven Kingdoms, the sigil of his house became the emblem of power and royalty, but we get to learn more about it in a short excerpt from the Game of Thrones books. In there, Sansa has a dream about Joffrey killing a White Hart. He says to Tyrion, "I had a dream that Joffrey would be the one to take the White Hart," and Tyrion replies, "A dream? Truly? Did Prince Joffrey just go up to it and touch it with his bare hand and do it no harm?" The reason why Tyrion asked this question was that the lords and knights of Westeros believed that White Harts were magical and rare creatures. So, on the rare chance that they encountered a White Hart, they would simply go up to it, touch it with bare hands, and do it no harm. I believe this was a knight's way of seeking the blessing of a White Hart, a being that's known for its pristine nature, otherworldly qualities, and prophetic powers. Oftentimes, people of the Seven Kingdoms noted that only a rightful monarch is bestowed with the golden opportunity of witnessing this glorious animal. Clearly, witnessing one was a good omen, but what about slaying one? I guess it would be a shit thing to do. As far as the House Targaryen is concerned, they were slaves of prophetic dreams and purity, two qualities that are synonymous with the white stag. What would have been Rhaenyra's future if Viserys had found the White Hart? It is pretty clear from the beginning that King Viserys chooses to stay away from violence till the time it doesn't become absolutely necessary. While it is a good character trait to have, Viserys pushes it too far. He was out on his grand hunt, grander than a big fat Indian wedding, to slay a White Hart. However, he never finds the majestic white stag and instead kills a generic one. And how does he do it? Well, his huntsman had already immobilized the beast, and Viserys was given the green light to execute the so-called hunt, which felt nothing less than a farce to me. And despite being shown the exact spot to make the strike, Viserys fails the first time, and reluctantly strikes the animal again. And trust you me, it only shows how irresolute and cowardly most of his decisions are. The feeble-mindedness of King Viserys often leads his problems to become grander than they should be in actuality. He did not do much of anything when Daemon insulted Prince Balon's death. He stayed back in King's Landing when Daemon stole the dragon egg deemed for the infant prince, nor did he wish to help his kingdom by going to war against the crab feeder. For God's sake, he even named Rhaenyra heir to the Iron Throne in a bit of haste, although he would never agree to it. And it is this feeble nature of this thin Targaryen monarch that led others to believe that Prince Aegon would supplant Princess Rhaenyra. I mean, it gave Jason Lannister the balls to say that marrying Rhaenyra would make her feel well compensated for the loss of station. Viserys has always denied that he saw anyone apart from Rhaenyra as his heir. Having said that, he often had a look of deliberation every time Rhaenyra chastised him or his mannerisms. Furthermore, when Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King, describes the White Hart as a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day, we see that same look of deliberation on Viserys' face. Almost like he was believing in the fact that the White Hart would mean a straw in the wind or a momentous event for Prince Aegon. Had he been resolute about Rhaenyra's ascent to the Iron Throne after him, he would have been ensured to end all the rumors. But instead, he gave in to them. It would be beyond doubt that Viserys would have ended Rhaenyra's claim if he had found the white stag. So why did the White Hart present itself to Rhaenyra? Do you remember how the last part of the nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty, went? All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, King Viserys reminds me of that. Despite all the huntsmen and their horses and hounds, Viserys couldn't stick his Lannister-made golden spear into the White Hart, and instead, Rhaenyra Targaryen, the girl who stormed into the woods with her beloved knight, Sir Criston Cole, found the White Hart, or rather, the White Hart found her. It was just after dawn, and the sunlight kissed her silver hair painted red with the blood of a boar she had slaughtered the previous night, and out of the blue, she sensed movement nearby. Turning her head, she saw the White Hart. It stood there in all its majestic glory and regality, presenting itself to Rhaenyra as a symbol so divine that it strengthened her belief that she was indeed the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. The two of them exchanged looks of divine cognizance, and it seemed as if the dragon and the stag knew that they were the only two deserving monarchs. That's probably why Rhaenyra stopped Sir Criston Cole from attempting to kill the animal. It seems that Rhaenyra knows better than killing a wonder of the realm. She had slaughtered a boar the previous night, so it wasn't like she was afraid or weak as many courtiers believed. She spared the White Hart simply because she considered it something more than a top prize or an object that would prove her worth to men who think a woman should not sit upon the Iron Throne. Had she actually slaughtered the White Hart, the king would have gladly dispelled all rumors and doubts that people had about Aegon supplanting Rhaenyra. However, she chose otherwise and respected the divinity of the White Hart. In doing so, she has already proven herself to be better than all three kings from Game of Thrones who ever sat upon the Iron Throne. Robert was more of a drunk soldier than a king, Joffrey was a little less than evil incarnate, and Tommen was more gullible than a 3-year-old. As a matter of fact, she's probably better and stronger than her own father. I mean, Viserys did not go to Dragonstone when his brother committed an act of treason, and nor did he hunt the stag on his own. Rhaenyra proved herself much stronger, and yet kind-hearted. To sum it up, it is obvious that the makers of the show, Martin and the magically prophetic world of Westeros, feel that Rhaenyra Targaryen is the rightful heir to the throne. Someone who'd be equal parts just and stern. But then again, the princess has a long way to go. She has to play a great role in the Dance of the Dragons, an event so violent that it transformed the future of the House of the Dragon, and time and violence tend to leave their mark on people. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.